Hey, how'd you find your realtor?
Easy! I went to century21westman.com.
And the house you're in now?
century21westman.com.
And open house info, let me guess, century21westman.com?
Yep.
It's a sign of success.
And we're back, and you're watching Rocker's Corner with my very special guest, the UKadians, and you were listening to Gotta Get Back Out of This Place. Did I pronounce that correct?
We got to get out of this place.
A lot of people correct me because I'm from Quebec. It's, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. But like I said at the top,
And you did.
I did.
These guys don't even speak English.
Oh, they don't. Well, at the top of the show, I was talking, you know, there's a lot of history with these gentlemen here, and I've got to ask the gentlemen very quickly, individually. And I'm going to start with George. I was reading up here. You've actually backed up bands like Neil Sedaka and Billy Kramer and also the Rockettes. Which I'm quite familiar with. I've heard of them in my earlier days. They were, and also Ted Harold, who was the German version of Elvis.
Elvis, yes.
Now, how was that for you?
That was great. We were doing the big stadiums and all that kind of stuff with that guy, and just had a great time.
He wasn't dead at the time, was he?
Not quite. No. he was hanging on.
How was it? How was it to play with Neil Sedaka?
That was good. That was in between his famous years when he was living in England. He was playing the clubs around Manchester.
Okay.
So we're bumping into each other now and again, playing in the clubs in Manchester.
And really quickly, in your opinion, do you think the music scene has changed from back then till now, or?
Oh, definitely. It was melodic back then.
Yeah, what you've seen is what you got.
Yeah, and now it's just noise.
And
even though I'm a bass player, now everything has bass and drums now. That's about all it is.
That's true. A lot of synthesized music, and I remember back in the 80s, Doug, you would know that a lot of studio drummers lost their jobs because of the drum machine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I was one of them. I was not impressed with the drum machine. But eventually companies decided to go back to natural talent, which was good. Put those machines on hold. Now, you have a bass guitar. That was
I'm a bass
owned
player.
by the bass player of Uriah Heep.
Yeah, Trevor
Bowden.
Bowden. Very good friend of mine now. We've known each other for years. In fact, when I go to England, I stay at his house. He's a very good friend. And he had a Jackson Charvel custom made in Japan. And he got back to England, decided he didn't want it. So my wife bought it from him for my birthday, which I thought was very nice.
And you've had it ever since?
Yep, that was in 1992.
Well, I see.
When I was a youngster.
And of course, if you are tuning in, it is a beautiful bass. You just take a look at when he's playing on it. It's one of a kind. I love it. You don't see too many of those around.
No, it's a one-off.
Now, Harold, the keyboard player back here, of course, everybody who knows Harold, he owns Capers Bakery here in Brandon, Manitoba. And I also understand that you do a lot of other work with bands and...
Yeah, I mean, about a couple. I mean, we all have different little stints that we work in. So, and I think that's how we probably get our music flavors. I mean, this is a '60s band. I play in a '40s, '50s dance band. I play keyboards in the Knox combo at Knox United Church. So.
Okay.
And I sing in a choral group, and so yeah, lots of music. My claim to fame actually is I was a church organist at age 12. And played church organ.
So you actually can read and write music.
Yeah, well, I can read it. Writing is, I think that's just a gift that a few people get to have. But yeah, I read music and I can score music.
Well, nevertheless, you actually do a great job back there.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to hear.
Even with these three guys around me, it still
good
sounded
keys,
good.
Good keys. And of course, Doug, back here, you have quite an interesting history. You played with a band here
Thank you.
back in 1980, right here in Brandon.
Yes.
Tell us a little about that.
I just got lucky and played a lot with a local band that's got a lot of work.
And you've toured extensively over the last quite a few years, not only in Ontario, but across Canada.
Yeah, in Ontario, I probably played every Queen's hotel if there is, which is every town in Ontario.
And I also understand that you did quite a lot of work for a BU at one time.
I was lucky enough to be involved with that. It's not that I failed every year, but I was there a long time.
And being musically taught, do you believe it's better to be musically taught, or
Definitely.
it does help the cause? Eh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it definitely does. And of course, my friend here, Lyndon, you mentioned you're from the UK, and also you have a lot of interesting bands that you played with in the past. Maybe give a little insight on that.
Well, sure. My wife Brenda and I played together from about 1989 till 2006, really. When she, as I say, she had some hand surgery done, and she's starting to get back into a bit of playing now. But we played with Joe Chazak here in Brandon when we came back here from England in 1998 and hooked up with Joe again. I played with Joe in the 80s here with a band called Southern Thunder with Rob Mancuso, and also Richie Harding was in that band, and Bodo Kruger. They each replaced each other as bass players in that band, and certainly many people in Brandon will know Bodo and Richie especially. They both played a lot of music around here, and in fact Doug here has played a lot with Richie in another band called the Majestics. And when we were in England in the 90s, my wife and I played as a duo, and I'm ashamed to say with a drum machine, but actually in a lot of the clubs in England, they don't have to have a singing license or music license if it's only a duo on stage.
Oh, okay.
If there's more than two people, they have to have a music license, and a lot of the pubs and clubs will not fork out for a music license. So I have a very good friend over there who's made a decent living out of music for 30-odd years, playing 5-6 nights a week, but never more than a duo for that exact reason, because you can't get as much work nowadays anyway.
Okay, so real quickly, if our viewers would come to see the UKadians, what would they expect?
Well, I suppose they'd see us in our UKadian shirts. Great hair. Yeah, great hair. Fantastic. Especially
Great
George and Harold. There, that's it with the hair. You'd hear us, I guess, playing a mixture. We generally start the evening with more 50s kind of music and gradually work our way through the 60s and 70s, but we still have some 50s stuff towards the end of the night sometimes as well. We have quite a large repertoire now, so we change our set lists around and so forth, but basically it's dance music. We kind of figure in the band that if it's not dance music, we're probably not going to be playing it. So a mixture of fast stuff and a few slow ones here and there. Do a couple of Jerry and the Pacemakers slow ones and stuff like the Trogs Love Is All Around, and so
a good assortment.
A good, I
definitely
think so.
They'll get in dancing.
Yeah, and I think the people who come out to see us generally know before they come what they're going to be hearing, and we get the age range, I guess, appropriately. The people who grew up with that kind of music.
Okay, we'll be right back with my very special guest, the UKadians, with some information if you'd like to get a hold of them, talk to them, or even get a hold of them to book them for any social or wedding or whatever you need people to dance. The UKadians are the ones to get a hold of. But in the meantime, we're going to continue on with two songs back to back. The first one will be called For Your Love, and the second one will be Kansas City. Ladies and gentlemen, the UKadians.
for your love, for your love, for your love. I'd give you everything and more, that's for sure. For your love, I'd bring you diamond rings and things right to your door. For your love, to fill you with delight, I'd bring you diamonds bright. With the things I will excite, make you dream of me at night. For your love, for your love, for your love, for your love, for your love. I would give the stars above. For your love, for your love, I would give you all I could. For your love, for your love, for your love, I'd give the moon if it were mine to give. For your love, I'd give the stars and the sun for to live. For your love, to fill you with delight, I'd bring you diamonds bright. With these things I will excite, make you dream of me at night. For your love, for your love, for your love. I'm going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy ways of living there, I'm gonna get me some. I'm gonna be standing on the corner, trust you wine. Stand on the corner,
The Brandon Emergency Support Team encourages you to begin your emergency planning today. Plan for emergencies in both your home and workplace with the help of the new Emergency Preparedness Guide. Get prepared, be prepared. Emergency preparedness is for everyone.
Hey, how'd you find your realtor?
Easy! I went to Century21Westman.com.
And the house you're in now?
Century21Westman.com.
And open house info, let me guess, Century21Westman.com?
Yep.
It's a sign of success.
Well, we're back, and you're listening to Rocker's Corner, and I'm your host, Breeze, and sitting in with me tonight is my very special guest, the UKadians. Now, if people watching in would like to get a hold of you, not only just to send some comments your way, or book the band for parties or anything, New Year's Eve, I'm sure they're willing to, like they're a dance band.
Actually,
right?
we're already booked New Year's Eve. The Army and Navy, they booked us again after at the end of our gig this New Year's Eve there. So,
Okay, so you're out of luck.
anything
No
else?
New
other-
Year's Eve.
Yeah. We have quite a few things coming up, but yeah, no, we'd love to hear from people. And the best thing people to do is to go to our website, which is www.UKadians. That's UKadians.com, and our contact information is on there. And actually, yes, our website is right on our T-shirts here. Look at that, eh? And we actually sell T-shirts. If you should want to look like Harold and Doug and George and I, and who wouldn't, then we have T-shirts for sale normally.
And we have our world tour on the back.
Yes, we do. Actually, would you like to see our world tour? Would you be able to film our world tour? George will demonstrate.
Nice hair.
Yeah.
Nice hair.
And you get a good shot of the hair and the world tour.
I think he's got hair on his back, too.
There it is.
Beautiful. There we are. Gotta love it. So remember, if you want to get a hold of a Ukadian t-shirt, just get a hold of them at www.ukadian.com. And, well, we'll be right back to say goodbye to our guests, but right away, let's kick it off with another interesting song from the Ukadians, which is entitled
20 Flight Rock by Eddie Cochran.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, the Ukadians.
Elevator's broken down. I walk 1, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the 12th, I start to drag. 15 floor, I'm getting sad. Get to the top, I'm too tired to rock. She called me up on the telephone, said, "Come on, baby, I'm all alone." I said, "A hug up mighty sweet, but I'm in bed with aching feet." Sweat on for a couple of days. I just couldn't stay away. So I walked 1, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the 12th, I'm starting to drag. 15th floor, I'm beginning to sag. Get to the top, I'm too tired to rock. Let's rock. But I got a gal with a wreck machine. When it comes to rockin', she's the queen. I heard the woman on a Saturday night. All alone, I wanna hold her tight. It's like a train that flow to town. The elevator's broken down. So I walk 1, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the 12th, I'm starting to drag. 15th floor, I'm beginning to sag. Get to the top, I'm too tired to rock. Play one more time. All right.
Well, we're back, and boy, oh boy, you know, here at Rockers Corner, man, time just flies by when you're having fun. It's an hour just went, as they say. But anyways, thanks very much to my very special guests, the UKadians, for coming on. Thanks very much, guys.
And thanks for inviting us.
I
We
wish you
appreciate
the best
it.
of luck in the future.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll definitely be coming to check you guys out when I hear you're in town. And remember, if you hear them, the UKadians in town, get out on a good Saturday night, man, and dance. They're an awesome dance band, very entertaining. You'll definitely enjoy them. But thanks once again, guys, for coming on, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Now, at the beginning of the show, I turned around and told you that we started off the show with this. Can we get a real close-up here of this? Now, all it is I thought we'd start off the show real different this time around. And all it is a plaque telling you what it is, which is it's our 1 hour special.